They honor with the message of the Almighty God. Yes. But at that time, nobody knew that he even existed, by the way, that he is that powerful. Moses says, sir, I am here to tell you that my God and the God of the people of Israel wants his people to go. Oh, yes. Let me clear another culture again. Culture everywhere. There will be no two national gods in that same area, that given area. Once there's one given area, there must be only one national God. Others are lower, like, the images in the home, but no two national gods can stand in the same area. Therefore, Yahweh could not take over Israel where they were in Egypt. He had to move them away from there, first of all, to comply with the culture. Secondly, to educate them who he is. You see, 400 years with no Yahweh talking. These people, many of them were half heathens, by the way. You should not have a picture that they were Yahweh always praising. Many of those were half heathens or heathens that they could hear of Yahweh, of Abraham remotely. And, conclusion that he has evaporated like all other gods evaporate. Yeah, he has. Many gods evaporated at the level of a homestead God. Finished. And you don't hear them again. These people, they were shocked to see that Moses is saying, you people, Yahweh, have you ever heard of Yahweh? No, because they never knew the name. It is only now Moses who knows the name. Yes, who is Yahweh? That God of Abraham, Jacob, and so on and so forth. Yeah, he has revealed himself to me. Oh, yes. And he wants you to live. Mm-hmm. That's why there were no jubilation, because the strings attached were too many. And you know what the Bible says, that even if Pharaoh doubled their Lord, when the thing became tough, that they must go. So they were not excited to hear that. Let's wait and see. Now, Moses tells Pharaoh, you know what? Yahweh. Oh, he has a name, Yahweh, yes. But I have never heard of the name. He was right. Yahweh, Pharaoh was not being intransigent as we depict him on the pulpit as a pastor. It is because he was only being candid to understand within the context of the culture. His name, he has a name, yes. Okay, if he has a name, then he qualifies, if he's tough, he qualifies to be on the list of tough gods. That Egyptologist told me that he called his people, you see, his priests, and said, get me 10 tough gods in our Oriental area, and see whether Yahweh, his name, is there. They came with the 10 names by then, including those of Egypt. Yahweh was nowhere. And then Pharaoh says, this God you are now telling me that is ordering me, you people, to leave, he doesn't deserve even to come to me. He is still on the level of homestead God. No. He has asked me that, or else they will leave. He says, if it's tough, why are his people enslaved? For the fact that they are slaves here, that shows that he is a non-entity. I think when you follow Pharaoh's reasoning in the context of culture, Then you run away from this idea of intransigent, proud man. God must punish him. No, God was not punishing Pharaoh for anything. He is going to fight his war. Yes. Every plague you read about is aimed at an Egyptian god to dismantle him completely. Every plague Yahweh gave. And people began to wonder, why isn't our God responding to this Yahweh when he is dismantling them? Darkness came, blood, water of the river Nile turning into blood. There was a special God who makes sure that that water is always clean. So the question is, where was he when this plague is taking place? You see how God fights his war? If you let him fight, he will fight for you. You see, please don't go to arms with the people, fighting people, almost strangling people. If you have a genuine reason, let him handle it. And he will. By the way, he will. He knows how to handle things his way. But we take things in our own hands. You see? And he said, this must be done, or else people can't know that I am the one. Oh, you are the one, but who are you? You can also pass away anytime. You can pass from being to nothingness anytime. Who are you? I am no longer frightened with such kind of talks. Even in the church, from church leaders, they're all over the place, cursing this, cursing that. We have no any power to curse anybody. It is God's job. Now, Moses comes out from Pharaoh's palace, and then Yahweh, the job you have sent to me, it is defeating me. Yahweh says, no. It will not. You see, I am the fighter. It isn't you. That's where Moses will begin to know God better. When he will give a speech on that Red Sea thing, though sometimes for us we know that it is a sea of reeds, but Red Sea, keep it that way, that it is Red Sea. On that Red Sea, he will say, wait and you will see how great your God is. Are you with me? Yes. As long as Moses kept in that faith, he had no problem. But the moment he slipped out of it, you people, our key verse says like this. Let me read it for you in Greek proper. For God so loved this world. You see, agape, you see, the agape, the love which is only the highest love, which everybody believes that it is a source from God alone, which is not a property of humans. The only thing which comes very close to agape is your family, perhaps, you see. Yes, whereby, and that it means you are a serious father or a serious mother. The two of you love each other so much. That's when it can come so close. You see? But there are several loves, which many of you by now, you have heard preachers handle this, phileo, what have you, brotherhood, eros, which is emotional love. Usually, all of that love is a commercial enterprise love. Yeah, you agree. Me, I am a pastor. And I have seen, I have been invited in the homes and say, this woman, she is no longer responding to me as she used to respond. Now Eros is in trouble. You see? Yes. Eros is in Yes, in order for eros to continue, give in. Others prefer for you to give completely your thinking so that they are thinking for you. Sorry. Because you are a woman, you see. Yeah, they are the ones who inform you what to do, what have you. As long as you say yes, sir, then eros thrives. The moment you say, but can I, but what are you saying? But then eros begins to be dented. You see? The commercial enterprise kind of love. You see? I give you, I get this. Yes, that's why you two people begin to say, I need a plot of land. I want this. How much can I grab from this man? And this man says, how much can I use? Erotic in English now. This is hopeless love. Phileo, brotherly love. Brothers always are fighting each other, isn't it? Yes, in people's throats now with this inheritance came to pass. Then you can see phileo under threat. And you can see that phileo has evaporated. Eros evaporates. And it will never, sometimes it can't be patched together. But agape, it does not evaporate. Otherwise, you and I, we wouldn't have been here standing for a chance. You see? Agape does not evaporate because it is not based on give me, if you like this, it is only based on one thing. You see? I am your creator. If you love me in faith, come and live with me the way you are. Don't you worry. It is my work to help you change, transform slowly. Yes. Don't say, if prayers of 2 a.m. had not come, I wouldn't have changed. You see, God does not want such a kind of talks. If you are praying to him to change, you just pray to him and you will see that he will intervene. You see, however slow your change is, he loves you dearly. Because the verse will tell you, while you are still enemies of his, you people, you better learn the Bible in a very simple way, and then you read the Bible and you see how that book is good. You see? For God so agapeus the cosmos, this planet, that he gave his only son, that whomsoever or whoever faith is, but English will repel such a kind of translation. So we look for a synonym in English, which simply comes closer to Greek, believe. A watered down synonym, because there's no way you can say whomsoever faith is. English will repel. English syntax will repel such an analysis. But wherever you see an English word, believe in every word, in every verse, you know that it is the Greek word faith. Faith is. Whomsoever has faith, you are done. You are done. It is that simple. You are done. Yes. Even if you sleep for a week before and you forget to pray, God will still love you. There's no amount of our backwardness and simple-mindedness can interfere with the agape. It is you who walks away from agape And God says, if you walk away from my agape, I am not planning to have another planet for those people who walk away from my agape. You'll go back to where you came from, because for you have chosen, you don't like me. Those who love me also, I clothe them with my righteousness. The heart is our key verse. I may explain all of these, Moshe, but keep that key verse in mind. Moshe's faith is going to be built more in Egypt when he's serving God than anywhere else. That encounter, I asked the Egyptologist, the history, does it say how long he took? Then God fighting. He says, that has been edited as the other one of Pharaoh to die in the water of the Red Sea has been edited out, because we have no record anywhere of our Pharaoh dying like that. And so that has been edited out. But the time he took to convince for Yahweh to fight his wars with Pharaoh and then teach Moses and Israel who he is, could be estimated to be for almost a year. So it wasn't 2 weeks. It wasn't 1 month, blah, 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 and then frogs came, and then pray for me, and then those are just narratives. And I don't regret to have gone deeper into these elements. So I asked again the Egyptologist, what were the circumstances in their conversation with the Egyptian Pharaoh? He says, in Egypt, when Pharaoh allowed you to come to talk to him face to face, he accorded you enough respect also what you deserve. So there was no intimidation whatsoever with Moshe. Moshe could express himself very well. Then Yahweh begins the war. Aiming to every pledge was aimed at a God who controls that area. Every pledge was aimed to a God who controls that area. Every